And 11 investigates exclusive. 1 year after the deadly shooting at a Donald Trump campaign rally in Butler, a former Pittsburgh police officer who was on duty that day is now speaking out about the heroic actions of his motorcycle officers and the backlash that they received. Earlier in the hour, we told you about changes to the Secret Service. Trump was grazed in the ear by a bullet. Corey Comparator was killed and 2 other people were injured. And today we have learned that 6 Secret Service agents were suspended in the wake of that shooting. Chief Investigator Rick Earl sat down with the now retired officer who responded that day, and he joins us live with this exclusive interview. Rick.
Yeah, Lisa, that Pittsburgh police motorcycle officers escorted Trump to the rally that day. They were just feet away when shots rang out. They jumped into action, risking their own lives. But instead of praise, their supervisor says they were targeted.
Take a look at what happened.
At first, I thought somebody had gotten fireworks into the event.
Retired Pittsburgh Police Lieutenant Chuck Henderson quickly realized it wasn't fireworks.
It took me a second to realize that it was gunfire, and what I had heard was a bullet landing on the piece of farm equipment about a foot above my head.
Henderson says his cycle officers immediately jumped into action. Some secured the motorcade for a quick departure. Others went into the stands to help victims.
Even though the gunfire was still raging, they went right into the stands. They went right after the people. They started carrying the wounded out.
What do you think about the actions of those cycle guys?
Heroic. They had no idea what they were going into. They didn't know whether the gunfire had stopped. Quite honestly, nobody really knew where it was coming from at that time, at least on our side.
And those guys didn't hesitate. They
didn't hesitate. They went directly into the stands, started helping people immediately.
4 of the 10 cycle officers suffered minor injuries when bullets pierced hydraulic lines and sent debris flying.
Oil. A couple of the guys got hit with oil that was hot.
Yeah.
A couple of them grabbed shrapnel. Commander Ripple was one of them. He got a piece of shrapnel in his face.
Chief, was that motorcycle unit authorized to go to the Trump rally where he was shot? Were they authorized to go there? There was a bit of conflict.
Plain and simple, no.
Days after the rally, Police Chief Larry Scarrato said his officers didn't have permission to be there.
The commander that I was working for at the time was made aware.
He knew you were going to be there.
Absolutely.
He knew you had been requested to be there.
Absolutely. He was invited to the meeting from when we were requested.
Scarrato removed Henderson and a sergeant from the unit and eventually reassigned the cycles to the zone stations. Sources tell 11 Investigates the administration was upset because the cycle officers were with Trump and not Jill Biden, who was in Pittsburgh the same day. Henderson says other units, including the bomb squad, K9 and SWAT, were all assigned to the Biden detail, along with 2 city cycles and cycles from another department. And he says the state police, who also had a NASCAR race in the Poconos that weekend, had requested Pittsburgh's help with Trump.
You know, they found themselves with a staffing issue this time. That's why they asked for assistance. No way I'm telling the state police no, because when we're chasing a guy in the woods that shot at one of my officers, yeah, I want their helicopter.
Frustrated by the decision to disband the unit, Henderson retired after 32 years. To this day, he says the city has never acknowledged the officers' actions.
Instead of recognizing the heroics of the officers that were on scene and realizing that they had again gone into harm's way to help others, people that were injured.
They've literally put their lives on the line.
Absolutely they did. Absolutely they did. Yeah, it was very disheartening. It was very disheartening.
Now, Henderson also acknowledging the heroic actions of other officers there that day as well. And the city's motorcycle unit that was disbanded after the Trump rally was recently reinstated by the new acting chief. Sources telling me he realizes the importance of that cycle unit. Live in the studio this evening, Rick Earl, Channel 11 News.